All right, guys, this is Davey. I've been doing some loading here, 12 gauge, 3-inch magnum loads. Been doing the CB 1138 wads, 14 pellet, 28.5 grains of long shot powder. Done some roll crimps. Done some fold crimps. Something one of my shooters was going through with his 1187 Remington shotgun. The holes ejecting out of his gun once the shell has been fired, it stretches the plastic a little bit, does it on all of them. And every now and then he'd get one hung in the chamber, because when the extractor's pulling it out, it get hung a little bit on that particular gun, and wouldn't want to eject good every once in a while. So I started trimming the hole down a little bit before I loaded it, and hopefully that'll fix his problem with the the fold crimp. The roll crimps do excellent in his gun because you already trim them down to start with. But with this mech reloader, this mech size master, you got all these adjustments you can do on it to adjust your crimps and how good it crimps. And I can trim the trim the hole down just a little bit, and that'll hopefully fix his problem. I'm pretty sure it will. And that's what I'm using right here. And I'll show you how much I'm trimming, man. I made this right here. Really got the idea from a guy off Facebook. But it's a very little bit I'm trimming. You see, it's not even a 1/16 of an inch. But that should fix my buddy's problem with having one getting hung every now and then when it's trying to extract it from the chamber. You see, after I trim them, I go around it with my thumbnail. But these were the CB 1138s, and this is the MG 42. You can see that power piston, cushion power piston. And these MG 42 wads do pretty good. There's some out there that pattern a little bit better, but I'm trying some with this MG 42 wad that Wade Rush likes. All right, to make darn sure I don't have any powder leakage by the power piston, I use a dryer sheet to keep the static electricity down. And there's some things I do different than some reloaders, and some of them know these things, and I learned a lot from Wade Rush and some of the guys at Buck and Slug Reloaders, and other channels and forums and stuff. But I already got 28.5 grains of long shot dropped. On my scales here. And I got this powder dropper from Joseph Brantley, and he went ahead and bought him a powder thrower, an automatic electric one. And I still tend to do things a little bit older, the way I've done it for years and years. Sometimes I'll get me an electric powder thrower sooner or later. I got my powder done. See, no static. That dryer sheet works well with keeping the static down and you're not having powder leakage and crawling all up your hole. I seeded the wad. All right, I'm using 32 cal. I've bought a lot of stuff since I quit doing videos, and I've been working on some things I'll show you in a minute. But I'm going with 14 pellets of 32 cal. And these graphite treated hard casts that I done with my new mold, my 32 cal mold. And Wade Rush was right, man. This 32 cal is a lot better to work with. 33 cal, you got to be so easy and so fine with your adjustments on your mech. And you got to be so easy with the lever on your crimp finish, or if you're roll cramping, you got to be so easy to do your dimple the hole out with that 33 cal, real easy. And you can still do it with 32 cal, but you got to be crazy with your pressured in. And I use from Precision Reloading. I get a lot of my stuff from Ballistic Products, but I get some stuff from Precision too, and Graphs and a lot of other places. But that's a little felt card I put over the top. It keeps the buffer in. I'm using BP original buffer. And let's go ahead and I bought that a while back, the Super Crown Crimp Starter. And when I use this, I line up my shot by twos, and then I put the number 4, the ones that stack by 4, I put it in between the star on that pre-crimp. This is a brass pre-crimp for new holes basically, but I use it with used holes too, once fired holes. You can use it with once fired holes. I've had good luck with it. If it won't crimp with and I got this adjusted where it's real light. It doesn't come down hard on the shell, so it doesn't over crimp. And you see it'll rise back up a little bit. This will take care of it. I'll just roll crimp it down. And my crimp finisher, it's not roll crimping, it's crimp finisher here. And these particular brand crimps, crimp finishers, and they got pre-crimpers and all kinds of, but they're pretty expensive from Italy. And my favorite roll crimping bit is the Nick Ross. It's the easiest to use, and you still have a tapered edge. And a lot of guys use the BP and roll crimp with it, but I mean, not the BP, the Italian deal, and set their drill press faster and all that. I just like the Nick Ross. It's my favorite for roll crimping, but this here's fold crimping. I just done a crimp finisher to taper the edge and make it more round. And this, you can get Lee or either Mech resizing rings. I do this as kind of a quality control. If it gets hung up any going through the shell, you know you dimpled the hole out too bad or got something going on there. And that's a quality control thing I do. I'm gonna try to make a sleeve that goes over it before you crimp finish it, or put it in the mech. I'm gonna try to make a sleeve that goes over these things before you crimp finish them so you don't dimple the hole out. It's kind of like a quality control thing I'm gonna do. But there you are, folks. I know that in these clear holes it's harder to see the crimp, but it don't get no perfect in that. And they say all this stuff is for the intensely crimp vein people. Well, a good looking shell is a good looking shell. You get your crimps consistent, you got consistent ammo. And so that's the MG42 3-inch, MG42 wad, 3-inch shell, 14 pellet. That'll be a very good load to hunt with. Hard cast lead pellets, 32 cal, double aught. It ought to do real good. And all these are 33 cal here. And you can see the pellets are a little bit bigger, but you got to be very careful not to over crimp these things or over finish crimp these things and dimple the hole out with them 33 cal. Especially when you're using a plastic wad and not doing a conventional load. But I'm gonna start back doing some videos and putting them on YouTube and Rumble. And one other thing I want to show y'all is I got something going on here with that. See this machine right here? I've got something I'm gonna show y'all with that here soon. I've got to do some machining work and with a lathe and drill machine, and I'm getting ready to show y'all something with that, and it's gonna be a very awesome deal there. And as far as reloading 12 gauge, it's gonna be awesome. And yeah, I got some more stuff. I'll be working with socket slugs. And I'm gonna be doing some videos testing some of this ammo here with pattern testing at the range. And I've been having some real good patterns with some of this stuff I'm doing here. And right now, all these loads right here are off of Wade Rush's stuff. I started doing more of his loads lately, and I seem to like them. I really, really like them. And now I'm gonna start doing some with, I quit doing the 25 round batches and just started doing 5 round batches at the time, and testing them out and seeing what I like. And I'm gonna start doing some with some full length. I started doing some a while back with the full length, was getting frustrated with some of it, and I started working on this project here with this reloading machine, and I just stopped doing videos and started concentrating on that, and it's been a lot of work, but it's gonna be totally awesome when I get through. And anyway, I got the full length wad stuff all worked out and ready to rock and roll, and have some great patterns with them. And things have been going along pretty good, and taking a break from social media and YouTube and all that to work on this and get all that machinery work done. And I still got something to do, and with me working hours I work, in my spare time I'm working on this, and it's been a lot of work. But ordering new equipment and new supplies, different supplies than I used to work with, and ordering books, load data in them, and all that stuff. It's just been a lot going on, and I just devoted my time to this for quite a few months now. And now I'm gonna go back and start doing videos, and I'll debut this here before long. And I've been talking with some guys about this, and when I debut this, we're all gonna get together, and I'm gonna let them try it out and get their feedback on it. And I already know they're gonna like it. Yeah, there's gonna be no problem with that. They're just gonna fall in love with that. And I already have, and I ain't even finished with it, but it's gonna be totally awesome. All right, this is David signing out. Y'all have a good one.